Hello, you've caught me with my cuppa. I'm the artist in residence at Mrs Smith's Cottage in Navenby in Lincolnshire, and like everybody else, I'm not at the cottage because I'm in lockdown. So we thought we'd share with you a few of the things that we're doing to keep ourselves sane whilst we're stuck indoors. I'd like to introduce you to Project One. Put the cup down. As part of my project with Mrs Smith, I'm keeping a daily diary of the things that I do. Mrs Smith was one of the things that makes her so interesting is that she kept a diary every single day, and so we have a really good idea of what she was doing with her 102 years, or almost all of them. What I'm doing is I'm reusing envelopes in that spirit of make, do and mend. So I'm just saving A5 envelopes, but you can also do it with a piece of A4 paper, and I'll show you what to do. All you need is a pair of scissors and a piece of paper, and if you want to fancy it up, some sewing thread and a needle as well. You take your piece of A4 paper and you fold it in half. Try and get a clean fold and smooth that out. Then you fold it in half again. And then you fold it in half once again. Wobbles up a little bit, so just be firm with it and press down those folds. Use your fingernail if you've got them, or your edge of your scissors, just to give those nice sharp edges. Once you've done that, you open it out to your half fold position. But this time, taking your scissors, and this is the only cut you need to do, you cut from the folded edge, not from the open edge, and cut following that line halfway, and that's really clear from the folds, so that it looks like that. Then open it up and fold it lengthways, and again press down your folds, and then open it up and open it out so that it makes an open box, and then squash that together so it makes a 4-pointed star. Press that flat so it's a quarter of the size of your A4, and then ease across your 4 ears so that you then create a 4-page booklet. It's that simple. If you want to fancy it up, this is where you can get sewing, and I've got one I made earlier. So I'm using some bright, substantial thread. It's actually vintage rayon, I think either 1950s or 1960s, that would have been used for some very fine crochet. And I'm just stitching up the centre of my booklet. So just a running stitch, carefully pressing the needle through and running all the way up to the end. And then to finish it off, simply loop over the top to the last stitch you did, and then do a couple of little knots, oops, not very well, through there until you feel that your thread is secure. Like that, and snip it off. And what I'm doing is each day, on the front I'm putting the week, and then each day I'm making a note of the food that I'm cooking, the bits of garden that I'm tidying, the little jobs that I'm getting done while I can't go out, and it's really interesting looking back and finding out what you did, the things that normally you forget, and you can look back and remember what your days contained. So please join us in keeping your own daily diary. We'd really love to know how your experience of the next few months goes, and we'd love you to share that with us. So we're on Twitter on @MrsSmithCottage, no S for Smiths, and on Instagram @Mrs Smith's Cottage, including the S for Smiths, and we'd love to see you there. Bye bye.